Hello, y'all. I don't know if I did this right. Hi, everybody. So I have you propped up literally on like this weird case thing. Mr. Simple Life, you guys have met him before.
Hey.
So we are chatting, well, we're having lunch. So I have soup, right? So does he. And we have apples here too. And we are chatting Disney. So if you guys have Disney questions that you want us to answer, let me know. If you have asked me a question about Disney before, I'm probably going to answer that. So the question actually, go ahead and comment on there. I'm making an admin account here. So just say something. Just say hello. Sorry, technical things. The question that I want to answer that I got on Instagram was, will you ever consider being a DVC owner? This is a good question. So, all right, hang on, y'all. What is your answer, Mr. Simple Life? What would you say?
DVC owner?
Yeah.
DVC renter?
Owner. I can't do this. Hold on. Nope, I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, sorry, disregard. Sorry, putting my fingers in your face. So, all right, well, in my opinion, here, and I've run the math on this, DVC owning and renting at the end of a 50-year contract, if you're renting for a pretty decent amount of point rental, we don't need that because I can't do what I'm doing. It works out to being about the same amount of money.
Point rental?
Point rental versus owning. The thing I like about renting versus owning, the idea of it, is you don't have a mortgage or a really upfront, like big cost, right? But the other thing is you don't have the annual dues either, and you have the flexibility of not being tied down to have to like have a trip every year.
You have total flexibility on time and resort.
When you own DVC, you absolutely can rent your points out to somebody else, or you can bank them and then have like a really bigger trip later and that kind of thing. But in my opinion, I like having the flexibility of renting. So I don't know. I don't think we will ever be DVC owners.
Do you know a lot of owners?
Yes.
Where are their home resorts?
Boardwalk Beach Club, Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Is there like a most popular resort to be a home resort?
Well, the older ones, you know, like Old Key West and Saratoga, because they are still, I think, still available, but that's fine. They, yeah, I think at this point in time, they're only renting out Wilderness Lodge. I think the new ones, Copper Creek at Wilderness Lodge. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. As far as I remember, that's where they're still renting at this point. And Aulani out in Hawaii. And then, of course, the new ones. The Riviera Resort is going to be coming up into the pipeline, and Reflections, I think is what it's called. It sounds like a retirement village. That'll be coming up really soon too. So I don't know. I'm okay renting, so I will probably continue renting at this point.
Do you think the price is actually that similar?
It is. I ran the numbers on it because I was interested in it too, and I was like, well, should we look into this or not? And I'm okay renting.
So what's like the upfront cost?
Well, the minimum points is 75 that you have to buy, or you can buy, and it's like 160 something a point. So 160 something times 75. I don't know, I can't do the math in my head. Whatever that is. But yeah, it's a lot.
$160?
Ish, yeah. Times 75 is the minimum.
$12,000.
Yeah, so 12,000 is the minimum amount of points. Now, here's the other thing. Hey, Kathy, how are you? The other thing is, too, you can do resale market, but they've been really cracking down on the perks that you get with resale. So some people have been splitting. They've been doing some points from Disney, the 75, right, the minimum they can do, and then the rest of their points resale market. So you get kind of a discount. You still get the perks of being a Disney specific, like non-resale owner, but you know, getting a discount on that.
Right. Well, like when we rented, they don't quite treat you as an owner.
That's true.
Right.
That's true. We the last, I don't know. I mean, maybe they treat the owners this way too. But the last couple of times that we rented points, we stayed at Boardwalk, and both times they were like the front desk people were just kind of like not the kindest.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't very magical.
Not very accommodating.
But I mean, I love the Boardwalk, so I mean, like that's my jam. I love it there. So I don't know, but that's just me.
Well, then there's different ways to rent too. I mean, some people go independently and others go through sort of the third-party companies.
Brokers, yeah. Yeah, we've never done a broker, actually. We've only done
Well, it seems like
through DVC owners.
that would be adding another layer of expense because you have to.
Your price per point is higher. Yeah, it's kind of like baked into that kind of cost, I guess. So, but you don't have to do the legwork yourself. They just act as, you know, being able to do it for you. So, I don't know. So, long story short, no. Probably not. I don't know. But, where are we staying the next time that we go to Disney? Do you know? Have I already made the trip in my brain and you don't know?
Suite at the top of the Swan Dolphin.
No. Did you guys know that there is a full like 2-bedroom suite with a grand piano in the like pointy top part of the Dolphin? Do you guys know this? It's like, what do they call it?
I think it's the biggest room on property.
It has full kitchen, like 2 or 3 bathrooms. I don't even know.
And
Tons of square
it's
footage.
Currently the tallest hotel, so it has the view of.
View of illuminations looks to be really good from that, but it's, you know, of course at the Dolphin, it's not point rental. I mean, I guess we could figure out that situation, but if we were
Credit card
renting,
points.
yeah, if we were renting Disney Vacation Club points, Grand Floridian 1-bedroom, and I've talked about this with you guys before, that is the next place we're gonna stay, I think. That's
We've
my
never
preference.
stayed on monorail.
Nope. Almost. We tried.
We're usually Epcot people.
The one time we were going to stay on the monorail loop was we rented points.
The hurricane.
Yeah, during Hurricane Irma. In September of 2 years ago, we were going to stay at Bay Lake Tower in a studio. We had a full, I think it was a full week in the studio. It was, I think, a lake view, but we requested the room where you could see like the lake and like Space Mountain. So like we figured out what room that was. So I don't know if we would have gotten it, but we had to cancel the trip because Hurricane Irma, it hit Florida the day we were supposed to fly down. So it was like that whole week was so stressful up until that point because it was like, what are we doing? You know, da 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 da. And so Southwest contacted us and they were like, you can rebook your plane tickets for free because it's, you know, they shut down OIA. Like it was totally like the whole city was shut down. And so it was like, okay. So I worked with the girl that I rented from and I had to actually go through travel insurance and cancel it because I couldn't.
MCL.
It's a shame.
Oh.
Yeah. Orlando International
Okay.
Airport. I use local lingo.
Local lingo.
But we ended up staying at the Boardwalk. And that was fine. Like a typical. It was our 3rd time staying at the Boardwalk.
3 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Down the
It's
corridor.
such a long hotel. It really is. Yeah.
It's like you stay closer to Hollywood Studios than you do.
A lot of the times. Like Red Rum, right? And we just kept walking and it was like, oh my gosh, like what is happening? I don't even know. But I'm just fine. I'm gonna steal this from you for a second. So, what Disney questions do you have? For myself or Mr. Simple Life? We're both semi-Disney experts. Kind of. Not so much. We pretend to be. But the truth of the matter is, we're not. So, okay, I'm just making sure there weren't any other comments. Because I can't like swipe over here. I'll knock it off. You're literally like balancing on this thing and it is very much not good at all. Later on today, if you guys are interested, Spokesman and Jen and the Giant Peach are going live later on today, so I'll be moderating Spokes' stuff. I don't know if I'm a moderator for Jen. I'm not sure if she made me one. I don't think I am. But she'll be hanging out in their chat. Too. Spokes does live streams from Disney every single day. Or Universal. Or somewhere in Florida. Pretty much every single day. So, virtual friend of ours. So, it's always good. So, I was telling them, I did a video, and I don't think you know any of this, about my ideal Disney vacation. Like when, where we'd stay, how long we'd stay, that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure you do not know that video and haven't seen any of it.
Okay.
Do you want to take a wild shot in the dark of what
Grand Flow.
Mm-hmm.
Time of year, January?
Mm-mm. Nope.
Fall?
Nope.
Early December?
No. We're going on separate trips.
Well, I'm trying to think of the times that are right before or after a holiday.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're right on there.
So right before or after winter break?
Mm-mm.
Before or after summer break?
Before or
which
after
break?
summer break. After spring break, before summer break.
After spring break.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep.
Stay at the Grand Flow.
Early May. That's what my thing is. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Renting a car? For grocery?
Eventually.
Renting a car at Swan Dolphin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Taking Disney's Magical Express to the Grand Floridian and either renting your car at the Swan Dolphin or over at the car care place. There's an Alamo car rental there. Mm-hmm. How long?
At least a couple weeks, right?
5 years.
As long as possible, right?
I said, and I actually, a viewer, oh, Miss Amy, we will totally say that because we have different, well, I don't know if we have differing opinions on that. Here, you can look at her question.
Okay.
So yeah, I said 10 days to stay, but that's 10 days actually at Disney with 2 travel days on either side. Did you see her comment?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've stayed at both. I have not.
For sleeping or touring?
So the question is, if you guys are watching this, is do we prefer Swan or Dolphin? Like which Swan or Dolphin do we prefer?
Do you want to give them the overview of the differences first? Because they're very different. I mean,
They are different.
They look the same on the outside, but they're
They do look the
function-
same. So
They
we are
function
huge Swan and Dolphin fans. We literally went 3 years to the Halloween party at the Magic Kingdom as a Swan and Dolphin, 3 different years.
Those are costumes.
So I was the Swan with the, orange shirt and teal shorts, and you were opposite with Dolphin with teal shirt and orange shorts, and the cast members just thought we were either crazy or really they really liked it. They were like, oh my gosh. So we stayed at, well, the Swan is a Westin owned hotel, and then the Dolphin is Sheridan.
I think so.
Is that right? They're, I guess, considered Disney Good Neighbor hotels. They're not actually Disney hotels. But they're right at the backside of Epcot, like in between like Yacht and Beach and Boardwalk. It's kind of like the top of the little circle lake. And you do have access to extra magic hours. You don't have access to Disney's Magical Express, and you do have to pay to park your car there. So that's kind of annoying. But if you don't rent a car, it's fine.
Convention hotels.
They are convention
One is
hotels.
more than the other.
Oftentimes there's a convention going on anytime we're there, ever.
And the bigger
always a
building
tech
is
convention.
attached to the Dolphin.
The
The
bigger,
Dolphin has the bigger convention space.
and the bigger pool, too. Yeah, and they just redid the inside of the Dolphin. The lobby of the Dolphin.
Right.
So there's that. You've stayed at both.
Mhm.
Which do you prefer? I've only stayed at the Swan, so I'm going to jump in and jump on your toes and say I prefer the Swan because I just, nostalgia. I've stayed there probably 3 times now, I think. Our honeymoon, the year after, and the year after, I think.
Well, what about, let's
3 years
talk
in a row.
lobby first. Like, which one do you enjoy hanging out in the sort of the touring the lobbies?
I wouldn't hang out in the Swan lobby just because it's not very big. It's got that little, like, when they were, I think they're redoing it, this little, like, gift shop thing. There's not a whole lot going on there. I like the Swan Fountain. That's inside there, but, and they have, like, a long hallway of, like, chairs that are quiet, which I like that. But
Dolphin has the better.
Dolphin has and it's so much more open now. like compared to what it was, with
Yeah.
a really pretty chandelier, and like Sarah Norris posted a photo of that on Instagram the other day, where it's super pretty, like all these like glass things and all that. So I think I like the lobby of the Dolphin better.
Remember when we
Restaurants,
stayed in the right outside El Molino was under construction?
yeah.
They gave us free.
They gave us a
something
free
for
breakfast.
making all the noise.
That was our honeymoon, because they had to kick us out of the honeymoon suite because of where the location of it is. Apparently, it's above El Molino. Who knew?
Yeah.
So they moved us to like a standard view, smaller room, but it was on the corner, so it still had like a little suite kind of thing. But they gave us free breakfast because they felt bad. Which is fine. But like restaurant wise, well, now we're different.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter now. But at the time, you know, we really liked eating at Il Mulino. Like, that was a great restaurant. And we could probably, I'm sure they could make us something that, you know, we could eat or whatever. But, oh, we still have.
We never
okay.
did Blue Zoo.
No.
Not English.
No. Yeah, because that's like fish. So,
Mhm.
we ate at Peekaboo a couple of times. Is the stream still going? That's weird. Oh, I guess so. We ate at the Dolphin Fountain. So that was good. I can't remember any other place that we ate. I think that was it, right?
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure. So yeah. I mean, I guess overall, I picked the Swan. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean the Dolphin lobby is better, just because
Mhm.
it's a legit hotel lobby.
Mhm.
Convention really. It's made
Mhm.
made for convention.
Well, and the pool is nicer at the Dolphin, but there's both Swan and Dolphin people can use it, so that's good.
Right.
But
Yeah.
make your choice. What's to be?
In terms of sleeping, I don't think I mean it would be cool to stay at
Those
the
heavenly beds at the Swan are so good.
well,
Mm-hmm.
it would be cool to stay at the top of the Dolphin.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it's got a grand piano. You can play the piano.
No.
Yeah, he plays the piano. I do not at all. But yeah, no, I agree with that.
But in terms of proximity, like if you want to walk to Epcot or just be closer to Epcot,
Yeah.
Yacht Beach is actually, I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
boat's fine, but like Yacht Beach has the closer walk to the back of Epcot.
Right. Such good questions. Okay, so Kathy's asking, does Disney Vacation Club have family suite for a big family? Yes, Kathy, they do. They have, they've got treehouse villas. They've got, thanks for asking the question, Amy. They have grand, what do they call those? The grand,
Fiesta Tour.
no, I don't know what they're called, but they have like 3-bedroom suites and like all of that. So yeah, they absolutely do. The studios sleep 4, comfortably, I'd say 2. The 1-bedrooms, same idea, like 5 or so. They've got like a master bedroom, and then they've got like a pull-out couch in the middle of it with a kitchen. The 2-bedroom, we stayed in a 2-bedroom with his parents at Old Key West. Giant rooms, so nice. Angie's staying. Did I tell you Angie's staying in a studio at Old Key West soon? So
When I was
that'll be
younger,
good.
my parents and we stayed at a larger, like a 1 or 2 bedroom at Swan and Dolphin.
Did you really?
At Swan.
All together?
Yeah.
Wow. How about that? I didn't know that.
Well, they had bigger. It was like Dad's work had
Mm-hmm.
paid for it or something.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. Well, there you go. But yes, Kathy, to answer your question, they do. Okay. Thoughts on Galaxy's Edge opening, 50th anniversary? Will you go? Where will you stay? Will you plan anything special? Deanna, I love your question. So, okay. But do you want to say it?
Go ahead.
Okay. Well, first, I'm just going to preface with we're not huge Star Wars fans. We have seen a couple of the films.
Well, I've seen them all.
They're okay. You've seen them all. I haven't seen them all. They're funny. I wasn't expecting them to be funny. The ones I saw were funny. I was like, okay, it's okay. Like, I'm not a huge like sci-fi kind of person. So there's my preface. The other side of that is when we go to Disney, we try to go when the crowds are like this and not like everywhere people. I don't mind it as much as he does. He does not like humans.
Well, the longer lines.
Longer
The
lines,
vacation is
crowded.
very different if you spend the entire trip standing in lines.
That's true.
So that's one, like when I'm
That's true.
planning a Disney trip, that would be one of my top considerations. Is
Right.
what
How
time-
crowded.
Yeah, what time of year it's never, at this point, it's always crowded, but
Right.
holiday times versus back to school times, at least there's a little bit of difference.
It's true.
But yeah, with Star Wars,
It's opening the end of August. The 29th, I think is what it said.
yeah, last day of the month.
Which is interesting because September is the slow season, right? They said opening in summer. Technically,
they took care of that.
it's summer. September will be busy this year. We're not gonna go when it opens. So
Can you imagine food and wine this year?
I know. Yeah, I think the Boardwalk and the Beach Club and the Yacht Club and Swan and Dolphin are going to probably all be sold out already. If they're not already, they will be soon. I think the Skyliner is probably going to be open by then because they're testing it.
I'm sure
now.
I'm sure bookings in the last couple days have
Just
been crazy.
exploded. Yeah.
And actually, a lot of people have been canceling their trips
Because of that?
Yeah, they didn't want their trip to be.
Oh.
Yeah, I was reading somewhere where people had booked trips thinking they would go right before the opening so that it wouldn't be crowded.
Right.
And then once they announced the dates, they realized crowds are going to be there, so they
Darn.
canceled their trip.
Right. Right. Which, I can understand that. I mean, so if we were going, we would probably stay far away from there. We would, Grand Floridian. I think that's what we would do.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah, I don't see us going probably this year, most likely. I mean, never say never. Last year I said, well, we're probably not going this year, and we went last year, so, never say never. But
Right.
we won't be going for Galaxy's Edge. I mean, with seeing how busy Toy Story Land
Avatar.
opening was, and the Avatar, like Pandora and all that, how busy that was, I'll moderate live streams that are going to be there, and I won't go myself. But yeah, that's a good question though. Good question. So we've had these kind of questions come in before, but people always ask me, oh, we didn't finish my trip. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
10 days, travel day on
right
each
after
end.
spring break, renting a car once we're on property, staying at Grand Flow. What else am I guessing?
How many days at each park
At each park?
for 10 days?
I know the priority would be Epcot, Magic Kingdom. At this point, probably not Hollywood Studios. Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
So that would be the order.
hierarchy.
And we probably start at Epcot because we usually try.
We always ended up Epcot,
Right.
which is silly. Yeah, we should start there.
What else?
Is there anything else?
Well, we don't do restaurants, so fast passes.
Well, I did say which restaurants we would do if we were to do them.
You said Flying Fish yesterday.
And then the other one used to be Cat Cora, and I always forget. La Trattoria Al Forno, next door pretty much. And Yacht Club. And Narcoossee's. Another one. Remember eating at Narcoossee's? Remember
Upstairs.
that? At the Grand Floridian? That was a good meal. You had a good chicken. I had salad. So, anyway. Any other questions that we can answer for you guys? One thing I get often is, what is your favorite ride?
Mine.
Well, not necessarily yours, but, I mean, yeah, I'm asking
You
you.
get that a lot?
What is Mr. Simple's favorite ride?
So we probably do which park first. Narrow it down.
Okay.
Favorite ride at Hollywood Studios.
Go for it.
Am I guessing yours?
Oh, you can guess mine if you want.
Tower of Terror.
Who knew? If you ever saw, you probably didn't see it. It's not on this channel, but my first ride on Tower
You
of
could probably
Terror.
still Google it.
It used to be the top of Google, but that was early on. That was in like 2010. What are you eating for lunch? So we had soup. Now we're eating an apple. That's what we're having lunch. Oh, and plantain chips. I love those. These are so good. Inca plantain chips, like my favorite. So that's what we're having. Exciting.
The soup had Brussels in it.
Yes, it did. And meat and leftovers. In bone broth. So, yeah.
And they're red apples.
They are red apples. So for you, I think yours is also Tower of Terror. Hollywood Studios. Am I wrong?
We used to do a lot, and we haven't done it in a long time.
Great Movie Ride's
We
gone.
used to do movie ride a lot.
Backlot Tour's gone. We were in the Backlot Tour show.
Yeah.
We had on Anna. That was funny. I got soaked. If you guys remember the Backlot Tour, it's like those little red trams that went around the back and like all the things. So at the beginning of it, they had a water like demonstration of like what special effects look like.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in line, and they just had like the cutoff of the first group wave of people to go in. So we get to the front of the line, and we're wearing "I'm celebrating" buttons. It was like an anniversary or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so the cast member is like scanning the crowd, and I see her look at me, and I'm like, uh-oh. And she's like, "You two, do you want to be in the show?" We were like, oh my gosh. We're like, sure, let's just do it. So we were both deckhands in the show. They had a whole bunch of water cannons like go off in front of us. So we didn't get as soaked as the person sitting in the chair with like the big rush of water.
Mm-hmm.
But they were nice people. There was actually 2 people that were there for a convention that just happened to be at Hollywood Studios together. They were co-workers. So that was super
Was
funny.
that when the Diz was having their meetup? Or their honeymoon?
It wouldn't have been our honeymoon because I didn't know about it yet. It would have been either the
next
year
year.
after. It must have been, yeah. So Deanna's saying, my hubby likes to avoid the busiest crowds also. 2 peas in a pod here.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-January is our favorite time to visit. Nice to see the mister. That's you. Yes, because they always see my face, which is good. Yeah. Yeah, mid-January has been on our list. Like, that's been a time of year where we've thought about, like,
Right after the
this
holidays.
is a great time to go. Yeah.
Back to school. Any back to
Right.
school.
Mm-hmm. Back to school time. Before, what is it that they have like a marathon or whatever? Marathon
MLK
weekend?
Day?
Is that when it is?
Maybe.
Yeah. So like right before that, probably. That'd be another time of year. We have been in December. We went with we went a couple times in December, but we went with your parents one year, and it was literally 32 degrees in the morning. We all had to go get sweatshirts. I mean, we dressed because we came from Ohio, right? So we had our winter coats and like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But his brother and sister-in-law, now, they weren't yet, but, well,
They came in shorts.
my in-laws, brother-in-law, they came, yeah, because they were in wherever they were coming from, Washington or somewhere.
They thought it was Florida.
Yeah, thinking it's Florida. We're going to Florida, right? Like, it seems like it's so warm. And, yeah, so it was like, So we were all bundled up. Like, luckily, we had gloves and we had, like, earmuffs and stuff with us, but it was just like, oh, my word.
We didn't finish favorite rides.
I know, I'm getting distracted. Okay,
So Tower of Terror
Mhm.
for Hollywood Studios.
Yep.
Or the MGM. Animal Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite ride.
Mm-hmm.
I know what your favorite ride isn't.
We haven't been on Flight of Passage yet, so we have to preface that. We didn't get a fast pass for it, so.
Cali is not your favorite
Cali
ride.
River Rapids is not my favorite ride. No, it is not. I do not love it. I got so wet. So did you. We both did. It was like literally we jumped into a pool in our clothes. It was awful. What am we doing?
And it was unfortunate placement on the pants.
I was soaked from head to toe. My shoes were sloshy. Oh my gosh. Not good.
So is it Everest?
Mm-hmm. Mine is. Is that what yours is too?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting to do the safari at night. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I've heard mixed things. But
Uh-huh.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You don't love dinosaur.
You know, the thing with dinosaur, I'm pointing at you guys. I can't tell what's going on. They're so dark.
It's jerky and dark.
To me, it's not scary at all.
Right.
You know, but
Just sort of jostling.
yeah. Yeah, so I would say Everest.
Mhm.
Everest for you too. Yeah, we like Everest a lot.
Um,
Magic Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom. You like pirates
Hmm?
a lot.
Yep. Yep. It's true.
And the TTA.
Yeah.
Are those your top 2?
Those are my top 2.
Or is maybe a top 3?
I mean, I like a lot of rides in Magic Kingdom. Like, here's the funny thing too. Sorry, this light is like getting super bright in here. You see how washed I am? It's fine. But when we went to Disney on our honeymoon, oh yeah, that's better. That's good. Yeah, that's fine. No, it's fine. Okay, that's fine. Just leave it. So we went to Disney on our honeymoon, and the last park that I had gone to. Okay, so how old were we? Early 20s. We got married young. So up until that point, the last park that I went to, I was in 3rd grade, and we went to Epcot. Okay, so from 3rd grade to our honeymoon, all I remembered, because I didn't remember Magic Kingdom like at all, except for being traumatized on Magic Journeys and Haunted Mansion. Because I was so young, I was like kindergarten or younger, and it was just too much for me. So that's all I remembered about the Magic Kingdom, and I hadn't been since I was like 4. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna love like Epcot, like I just want to spend my entire time at Epcot, like that's all I want to do, and da 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 da. Well, it's funny because this is kind of Deanna's question. So yeah, like 3rd grade, kindergarten, and like a baby. That's when I went. You went way more than I did, like as an older child. But so I remembered Epcot, and I was like, I'm gonna love Epcot. Like I don't really have any desire to go to Magic Kingdom. It's such a kiddie park, like blah blah blah. So then we go, and I'm like, I love it here. I like all these rides. This is so fun. Like I don't know. And so like now, and Epcot's gonna be under construction, so it's like Magic Kingdom is gonna be my favorite park for a while. Tron's coming to Magic Kingdom, which is huge. Yeah, so like I think like if I had to pick like one ride at Magic Kingdom, which is so hard, it would be Pirates for sure for me. TTA though.
Over TTA?
Mm-hmm. I think so. I like them both a lot.
The boat.
The steamboat's fun. Don't crowd around the entrance though. So I have some Disney vlogs in here on my channel from 2018 and 2017, right? So in 2017, it was the first time that we rode the steamboat. What do they call that? Liberty Square steamboat?
Tom Sawyer Island.
Yeah, it like loops around Tom Sawyer Island. So we're standing there ready to get on the boat, and it was like the last ride of the day. We beelined it to the boat because we wanted to ride this boat. So it was like it was like the one thing we had never done before. So we get there, and like there's this like queuing area that's just like this, I don't know, pen or something, right? And so when everybody's going to, it's a gigantic boat, right? Like this thing is huge. So everybody is like crowded around this like entrance that's like 2 little turnstile, like lap turnstile things. I'm like, what are you people doing? I'm like, you know, this boat is 3 like levels tall, and it can probably fit most of this park in here. And everybody's squished in like sardines, and I'm like standing there like, what are you guys doing? That's in the vlog from 17.
So we like to let the crowds go.
We do. We're always the last ones on, last ones off. It's like,
well, even the
y'all go. You go.
The ferry boat from the TTC.
Same thing. The boat's about that big. It's like, I don't know. It's funny.
All right. So favorite was TTA and Pirates.
Mm-hmm. Yours is probably Haunted Mansion. And like Big Thunder Mountain or something.
Well, I mean, recently.
You like Haunted Mansion?
What's my sort of new favorite?
I don't know.
It's in Adventureland.
Oh, I was going to say Carousel of Progress. Oh, the Tiki Room. Yeah, we like that. Now, see, now here's the other thing. So last year, instead of beelining for the boat, we beeline for the Tiki Room. Because that's what you do when you get to the Magic Kingdom. You just like zoom through.
You know, I think we've only ever seen that as last showing of the day every time.
Mm-hmm.
During extra magic hours and normal hours.
Mm-hmm.
We've only ever seen last showing.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Yeah. The reason why we beeline for the Tiki Room is because It was a Halloween party.
Mm.
We got there at like 4 because they can let you in early, right? So they were having that closed off for a Moana meet and greet. So we get there. There's this line, and I'm like, oh no, we missed it. I was sweating. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. I was like dripping. And so then I'm like, I saw that it was like roped off, and it's like, no, no, no. So then the cast member comes, and I'm like, are we too late? Did we make it? And she's like, you can come in. Like, I was so excited. It was so funny, but I don't know.
Well,
Ridiculous.
that's another thing we commonly do is not go to the parks during heat of the day. Like, show up after sunset.
Now we
so
do.
that,
Although we didn't when we went to Epcot.
right.
We were at Epcot in like prime heat time.
It's just such a different touring experience when you don't have the beating down of the sun, so that you can tour more and not be, overheated and everything that comes with that. So
yeah, Deanna's saying that she feels the same way about the Steamboat. Disney's a sociology lesson for sure. It really is, and it's funny too because when we went with his parents, which was 2015, November of 2015, we ate lunch. Well, we had a packed lunch, but we ate up in the upstairs part of, what's that called? Outside the Haunted Mansion. It's the fish place. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so upstairs.
Liberty Tree?
The
Tavern?
No, that's the one next door. Oh. It's next to that, like across the little.
Yeah.
I can't remember. You know what I'm talking about. So they're probably like screaming at their computers. So anyway, we're sitting up at the top, and like if you turn around, you can look out the window and see like all the people walking by, like outside Haunted Mansion and all of that. Columbia Harbor House, thank you. Yeah. Amy knew. So yeah, so it's just funny to see people's tendencies. Another good place for this sociology experiment. So we love the boardwalk, right? Every time we're sitting out on the back patio, I guess they have rocking chairs right outside the lobby. And so we sit there, and there's this pole. I don't know if it's structural or if it's like, I don't know what it's for. But anyway, it's at the top of the stairs, right as you go out the back side of the lobby, and like you go down the stairs to get into the boardwalk area. Yes, Columbia Harbor House. So this pole it has a space about like 1.5 feet wide.
Just enough for a human.
Just enough for somebody to squeeze through if they really wanted to, at the top of the stairs. So you can like walk up the stairs and like walk completely around the pole, or you can walk up, squeeze your way past the pole and like the handrail, and then you can go into the lobby.
So 2 ways. You go this way or that way.
Right. You can go around or you can squeeze. So if person 1 in your party squeezes past the pole, all the other lemmings are going to squeeze past this little pole, and it's like, y'all can walk around. Well, you don't have to squeeze past the pole.
And it's the same thing all over Disney, where people don't follow their natural flow. They follow the person in front of them.
And they zigzag and like...
Right. So instead of keeping your eyes open and looking for a space to go where there's nobody else, either they're looking at the ankles in front of them and just following, but it was funny.
Right. It's just like, oh my gosh, just to see people's tendencies of what they do, and I don't know.
Or if a couple is holding hands and they refuse to let their hands go,
they
block everybody.
It's like playing Red Rover. Or strollers,
Like we're always just single file.
We are single file. Yeah, normally. Yeah. Normally single file. Most of the time. Okay, so then what about Epcot? What's your favorite ride at Epcot?
Alright, so wait. Magic Kingdom was Tiki now.
Yeah.
But maybe Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Jungle Cruise is fun depending on the skipper.
It all depends on the skipper and how hot it is. Outside. In the queue.
Right. What about... also I think we've only ever done Mine Train end of the day.
How did I forget that?
We've only ever done it at like midnight.
We've only done it in the dark. We've only done, I don't think we've ever done it in the light. Daylight. Oh, yeah, that one's on my list for sure. I like the Mine Train a lot. Yeah.
Tiki.
He loves the Tiki Room.
I like TTA's good.
We like the whole park, basically. Okay, so what about Epcot? Do you have an Epcot preference?
That's a tough one.
I know.
Start with favorite movie at Epcot of the three.
I guess it's cheating.
Just to narrow it down.
If I had to pick a favorite movie,
France, China, Canada.
Ooh. Oh man, there's so much nostalgia when it comes to the China movie. Like, I love the music from the China movie. I love that you
All
can
right, so
sit in France.
Canada's out. China and France.
I know, I like Canada, but yeah, probably not Canada. Oh, Canada, I'm gonna put that one aside. I apologize, Mike Kirsty, if you're watching this.
Mark.
I know. I apologize, Mark. So I told him I told you, and you anyway. So I think of the two, I'm gonna go with France because you can sit, and the music's really pretty.
Yep.
So I enjoyed that very much.
All right, and then favorite pavilion then.
Around World Showcase.
World Showcase.
Mexico.
Over Morocco.
Boat ride.
Yeah. All right, so
I do like
would you
Morocco.
rather do the boat ride in Mexico or
Mhm.
the movie in France?
Boat ride.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's World Showcase for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you rather do Test Track or Soarin'?
Soren.
Soarin' or Living with the Land?
Don't ask me that. I love Living with the Land. A lot.
Okay, Living with the Land or Spaceship Earth?
Oh, man. Living with the Land.
Living with the Land or Mexico?
Living with the Land.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, it is. Spaceship Earth is a close second. It's a close second.
Living with the Land or Illuminations?
Living with the Land.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going away at the end of the year anyway, so bye-bye. So, yep.
Living with the Land.
Is that yours, too?
We probably have similar answers.
I
to
think
all
so.
those, yeah.
I think so. So Kathy asked a
So
question
number
that I
2
missed.
was Spaceship Earth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How do you deal with anxiety with big crowds and not getting sick? And also
Oils.
handling oils, also handling motion sickness like going on roller coasters. Oils.
Yeah. I think that answers all of those things.
Yeah. So crowd anxiety is a very real thing. More for you than for me, I think. I can handle the crowds. You don't like them.
I prefer less crowd.
Yes, that's true.
I enjoy more open spaces. Yes.
Yeah. And it's not like I love the crowds. I don't, I'd be fine if there weren't. So as far as crowd anxiety goes, we oil up in Valor and stress away before we leave. That's just kind of what we do. And we know little places to kind of like escape the crowds a little bit, like little out of the way places to sit or whatever. Vlog from 2017, I show a lot of those. Apparently, it's very apparent that neither of us like crowded areas, and I talk all about sitting and eating a packed lunch 800,000 times during those vlogs. So 2017 vlogs on here talk all about those. So
outside of oils, one of the things, and you probably know I do this, like if you're standing still at the side of a busy walkway or just a busy ride, instead of, if you're just resting or taking a load off, instead of sitting looking towards the crowd as they go by, look at the ground or look at the wall, so you're sort of not seeing the sea of motion and the sea of people. So I will often look at a wall.
away.
Yeah.
Put himself in the
I'll
corner.
stare at a wall.
The other thing with him is that he's tall. He's 6 foot-ish, right? So a lot of times he'll see just a sea of heads kind of going like this, whereas for me, like everybody's like eye level. So seeing that kind of is a little motion-y weird, seeing just the heads bob as you're walking around places. And I think tall people, his dad's 6'4" or 5. So it's like, that does affect you.
I will close my eyes whenever I can.
Yeah.
And literally stop to close my eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, as far as the motion sickness stuff, I do 3 things religiously now. I haven't always done this. Before, I used to take either Dramamine or Bonine, and I didn't do well. I would fall asleep in the middle. He doesn't think it helped. I would be so grumpy.
It ruined your trip, right?
Yeah, it ruined my trip, and so I would just be tired and groggy and angry and just yuck. So at this point, I wear C-bands, which are pressure point bands, on my wrists, and then I put Digize or Aroma Ease with a little lavender behind my ear lobes, and then I also take a ginger capsule, like powdered ginger, in like a little veggie cap kind of thing, and then I take that once a day. I don't normally need it any more than that. And as long as I'm drinking a good amount of water and like all that stuff, I do fine on rides. Staying cool helps, yes.
Nighttime helps because you can't see, not only for heat,
Nighttime
but you
helps.
can't see as many people so far away.
Yeah, that's true. Like actually on the motion rides and stuff, like that's what gets me through and all the things. So, sorry y'all. Outside of that, she said something else and I don't remember what it was. Oh, staying healthy. Oils.
We don't eat at restaurants.
But when we did, we were fine. Like, that's fine. But, yeah, using a lot of hand purifier. We just do. We take vitamin C.
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch your face. We, like, wipe our hands off a lot. We put the remote control in a Ziploc in the hotel room. We clean the hotel room with a thieves cleaner.
The turnstiles.
Yeah, anytime we touch stuff, we use hand purifier. Drink a lot of water.
Use a lot of elbows.
Use a lot of elbows or hips to get through doors. A lot of the doors are like automatic doors though, so that's helpful. So yeah, it is. I mean, it's the most visited place
It's overstimulating.
ever.
And noise too. Like, you don't realize how loud everything is.
Mm-hmm.
And that, I think, heightens the anxiety when it's people and noise and heat.
Mm-hmm. So knowing the places to duck into to get out of all of that is helpful. So yeah. All right, y'all. We're going to clean up dishes. Hope this was enjoyable for you guys. If it was, let us know. We'll keep doing these things and, just come in and chat while we're having our lunch or dinner or whatever. So have a good rest of your day. Hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday. Is that what today is?
I think so.
Yeah, Sunday.